It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the back and then I flip it, watch the goose. Automobile, my wrist goes stupid. Tryna put the ball, but they never.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Shedding the tackle. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
56, Mike.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete to number
That one
81.
goes for 24 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
24 is the mic.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Check. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
28-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Go. Go. Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. Go.
Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Down. Cougar 19. Here we go. Check 9.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Watch the pass. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Cougar 19. We got double up.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Hey, check that street.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Bengals 10, Chargers nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Check 43. 60 Maverick. 55.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Herbert's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here I come. Mustang 19. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day, dog. Check safety. Check 3.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Austin.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
From the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. William Jackson with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
Bengal first down.
70 Lions. 6. Double dog, that's the way.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now, this is an example breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to
Burrow on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Seibert's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, check. Jam him.
60 Bison.
Mike 55.
Warrior 70.
55.
Ain't no such thing as a
Now it's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
57, Mike 57. I hope you brought your lunch.
Chap 60.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Lining up for the extra point.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And all the way down to the 35.
Burrow's pass.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
First down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 3.
Right there, 56. Army.
Now Burrow. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Here we go, G.
Mike 52.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Ball right here, let's go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Eric Ebron.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
34.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
34.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
Go, Rig. Go.
Sky.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a party now. Hustle. It's a party now. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Herbert punches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Bring it. 60 Bobcat. 59. I got him. Check 59. Mike is 59. Go street. Mike to 59. Here it comes. 19 tight.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Watch the screen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Bandit. Rig alert. Mike, 55. Check.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Panther 60. Hurt. Hey, alert 3.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Slam. Check 20. Go.
From the gun, Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
3-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. That quarterback. 57. Mike, 59.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check.
79 Broncos.
7's the mic, watch 57.
On first and 10, Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Tired of seeing me.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 52. Check, crunch.
49, check 49, check 49. Pace, let's go.
Check. Left.
Panther Street.
Once more, here's Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Let's get off the field. 55's mine, guys. 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
To throw again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line. That's the end.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Check smash. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Say, hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Switch. Watch twist. Watch.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mixon on the toss right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. Cougar 19. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike's
Burrow looking to pass.
Watch the sled. Watch the sled.
Steps away to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
4 down, 4 down.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tighten up. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line.
And bring it. Slam. Hey, check that. Street.
It's Eckler again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Austin Eckler.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come 19. What's the run? Hey, they're running it. Watch that. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 39-yard line.
70 Lions. 6.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.